My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. There's the Necrominder. Ooh, is it maybe time to go fishing? I do like going fishing. There's a 9 normal enemy line? 9? Yeah. These 5, those 4, and these 5. So I could get 3 upgrades just from that. But of course, it's worth noting, question marks sometimes offer you upgrades as well, so you're giving up that. There's a too early question mark. 3 rests. Sorry, 2 rests, 3 elite. Late shop as well, so little wasteful there. Also, I would have a little bit more of a push in that direction with the Silver Crucible. I'm gonna go Crucible. And then I'm gonna get to a question mark in the second space. Just in case that gives me a card selection, and then that card selection's upgraded, like a upgraded colorless card, for example. From the Mindworm event. I honestly don't remember any of the text in that event other than what it does. It has become exclusively mechanical in my mind. Spur, Snap, and Negative Pulse. I'm gonna take Spur. Because it's the only one I didn't want to take. I'll upgrade 2 cards. Yeah, 2 strike upgrades there. As a result, I lose 9 max HP, but a lot of this deck is upgraded. That's pretty good too. And Spur early on really does keep Osti as a very healthy temp HP pool. Scourge, Blight Strike, and Wisp. Give me Scourge. Great. I'll give up 1 HP to finish that fight early. So no escape and countdown. No escape is our wild scaling, but countdown's consistent doom application. I think I can take no escape first. Just because I have the skirt. Damn it. Now I wish I'd done it differently. I will still enchant Scourge with Sown, so it draws 2 cards and gives me an energy back. But it would have been nicer if that was on countdown, in my opinion. We'll upgrade Bodyguard for more summon, and then hit this double elite line. Dex Pot will help us retain more of our summon on that first turn, so maybe Spur is more impactful then. Absolutely leave Spur to be more impactful. 30 more Doom and 22. That's short. I'll defend instead. I've actually managed to take no damage so far, and I will take some damage on the way out of the fight. Just 6. Take bronze scales for our troubles, and honestly, nothing else. I don't think any of those make me stronger than they take me stronger. Haunt, I love the idea of, and I want to put souls in this deck pretty damn bad. Because Haunt is also lowered in cost and we're really powerful right now, I will take it speculatively. Alright. This enemy dies Doom in the middle of this turn. So I get a free turn worth of damage, but I don't get to do too much with it, sadly. Damn. I can go 13, 9... Oh, it's 12, 9. Thankfully, that's still enough to take out the backline Wriggler, though. I mean, that enemy still hits me this turn regardless. I don't get to stop that, sadly. So I may as well have them die to the Thorns and kill the frontline Wriggler. Lost a lot of HP in that fight, sadly. Fall Reef Death March. Nope. I don't think any of the upgrades are worth the possible trouble of not resting there. I'll go common cards, and I'll... Oof. I was going to grab soul cards if I could find him. No souls in here. Let's go Invoke and Drain Power? No. Drain Power's going to get no good return for us. Invoke and Blight Strike. So I know the elite is going to be the... Oh, I know it's going to be the statue. We shouldn't take any damage in this fight, especially with a draw potion. Haunt's not relevant. I'll go max damage on that first turn with the Invoke Strike and thing. I'll still use the Clarity Potion. I'm not reusing different information or anything. Sick. Scourge into Spur, Strike, Blight Strike for 11 damage and more Doom, and then 25 damage from the No Escape. Next time I play No Escape, the enemy dies. Scourge, No Escape, and Bodyguard. I'll take 8 damage, and the enemy goes down. I also healed 2 coming in this fight in the first place, so I think it works out pretty well for us. Blessing of the Forge, Regal Pillow, really good for resting, and pull aggro. It's worth taking a defend of some kind, and that'll be the one that we get. Spirit of Ash, every time you play an ethereal card. Block 4. Now, if I had any ethereal cards, I might be very interested in that. Shockwave also seems pretty damn good here. Even against a single target. I also think it's very worthy of an upgrade. It's going to be difficult for us to get much value out of the Blessing of the Forge, so I'll do it this turn. With the additional defense and setting up Blight Strike for better outcomes later. Scourge for the draw. No, I want it to be pull aggro defend, but I've got to weaken the enemy in anticipation of the big hit next turn. Yeah, it saves me like 8 health this turn. Bodyguard, Invoke, and Spur. It's not the best way to defend, but it is the one that I had in hand. Scourge in the next hand, please. Damn it. Oh, I didn't even have Scourge. I thought pull aggro was Scourge. It's a pretty good card to have this turn, at least. Sadly, we lose Ostie's big max HP pull, which is going to be tough. Scourge. 55 from that. Light Strike 10. 60. Enemy is now 5 from dead. That'll do it. Ching. Come on, something relating to our doom. Ooh. Nora Surge. Definitely helps us play a lot faster. Reperform, not necessary. Reperform turns an attack deck into a Doom deck. This is a Doom deck that would have to pick up attacks. Oblivion, totally possible here. Totally possible, especially after I get more Haunts in this deck. More Haunts, more Souls to fulfill Haunt. One way of doing that would definitely be looking at that Glass Eye, looking at 2 common cards, 2 uncommons, and a rare all at the same time. The only problem is compared to that, Phylactery Unbound is also sick as hell. When you've got Spur, really becomes a solid wall of bone meat the enemy have to get through. If Tezcatara was here and offering the Golden Compass, I'd take it. I hate all of the paths on this map. My favorite is 3 early tier 2 fights. Ugh. Actually disgusting. There's no way to even get 2 rests on that right-hand side. Thankfully, I'm not so upgrade hungry right now, so I don't actually have to break in favor of rests. But if I took Glass Eye, I'd be hungry again. Alright, I'm going Glass Eye. I think I need... Oh, God. Please give me some Soul Sport. Thank you. Capture Spirit. Deathbringer gives AoE to this build. So does End of Days. Sadly... Wisp Invoke, I'm open to taking a Grey Blast, and for that same reason, I'll take the Wisp. How about that? Ugh. Oh, God damn it. Oblivion, Deathbringer for the weekend, and Spur. It's either that or it's Grey Blast to bring back Spur and play it again. A wasteful turn. That said, it's going to turn around and win. Pretty much immediately. Defy. Weaken as well as... Yeah. Weaken as well as a defend. Definitely need a couple of those strapped together. Oh, sick. This is great. Oblivion. Grey Blast, Black Bat, Oblivion. Oh, should have played it before I played the additional Wisp there, though. Could have gotten 3 more Doom on you. Annoyingly, that 3 Doom could be relevant because we just had a turn that did absolutely nothing. Thankfully, I know that we have End of Days in the draw pile, so I knew we were going to be killing still. Deck spot, grab back my Deathbringer, Lethality, fetch. Fetch is still pretty good, even if I don't intend to use it that much. Okay. Good Thorns damage back to these enemies, but I'm really hoping we just draw into... Nope, don't have it. Okay, I can take frontline exoskeleton out. Shut the damage down a little bit that way. I was hoping to just get end of days so that we could just skip. Page Storm. Pull aggro. I don't have the energy to be open to a second pull aggro here. I'm going to drop a flex pot because it doesn't affect any Osty attacks. And certainly doesn't affect Doom, the main thing that we actually do. I'll drop a Capture Spirit and Deathbringer this turn. Set up some primary Doom to be working with. Nice. Soul. Soul. Scourge. I'll drop a energy potion here. Shockwave and it's got to be double defend. Take 6 damage to our body. We keep the enemy weakened for the next turn. Oh no, end of days is too early to be useful. If the enemy was on 80, they would be 34 below end of day. It's not enough. That'll do it. Balebears makes our next ethereal card free, but we only have one of those in the deck. It's not that important. Sleight of Flesh. I mean, it does a lot of damage every time. It does a lot of damage for us. I like Sleight of Flesh. I think we already have End of Days, and a second End of Days doesn't really help us that much, actually. Grey Warden. And I'll take a Pulse to boot, because I just took the... because I also just took the Sleight of Flesh, which will do AoE damage very comfortably after a negative pulse. Capture Spirit, Grey Warden, negative pulse. Defy the front line. I mean, I'd love to drop a Haunt, but it's probably got to be double toxic and just get rid of him. I really can't afford Sleight of Flesh here. As much damage as it would do, I can't afford to put it in play. Ugh. That sucks. There's End of Days, and it's way too early. Frontline's gonna be going ballistic next turn. Oh, 13, that's actually... Oh, yeah, but they're weakened. Well, we got down to just one on the field, haha. And then I'm dead. Unless I use Dexbot. I should have used the top of that turn to save a little bit more HP. My timbers are fully shivered. I'm terrified. Oblivion, Capture Spirit, Haunt and Draw Pile, Fetch, Soul Searching. All the way down to lethal. Take another Grave Warden. I get the chest, the bag of marbles. I get to rest with my Regal Pillow, all the way back up to 34, rather. Health. You can have the defend. God damn it. It just kept asking for the best card in my deck. Sleight of Flesh. Oblivion. And then Fetch. And then Grave Blast back the Fetch. And then Fetch. God, it does so much damage when I can get Sleight of Flesh out early. Oh, it's so good. God damn, it's good when I have it out early. GG. Putrefy? It's the single target shockwave, but I took the shockwave, so I wouldn't need that. Oh, trust me, I'd take these fights if I thought I could survive these fights. No, Sleight of Flesh and then die? Fun way to play the game. Technically alive. I think that was the only outcome that kept us alive that turn, though. Okay. Try and get that ball bug in the front. Nice. Full aggro. Leave those. I can defy. That's good damage. Negative pulse as well. And another pulse. Just enough. Great. Good lord! I'm still alive! Right hand. Nope. Don't want Defile or Grave Blast. Alright, I gotta survive this. This is not gonna happen. I gotta survive this Hunter Killer with taking no damage. Well. It's the end of the days as we know it. I tried. Realistically, the amount of early normals, like, we actually got through many exoskeletons and Spiny Toad without taking that much damage. Like, we actually managed to get through that okay. Massive Mites was pretty tough. Why would you? Anyway. Also, Slippery Bridge, I just gave you way too much health, obviously. Way too much health. I should have just accepted the first one based on the fact that I was struggling as much as I was. I can find another copy of Defy. I promise you. The card common. They're out there. Speaking of out there, we've got Glam, so our first pickup is gonna be absolutely out there. Show me Sleight of Flesh. Let's double Sleight of Flesh into a just debuff the enemies until they die run. That sounds fun to me. Sound fun to you, Phantom? Double Sick'em. Osty deals 5 damage whenever Osty hits this enemy this turn, summon 3, and then replay 1. So now Osty deals another 5 damage and summons 3, and now every time Osty hits the enemy, summons 6. If there's ever been a basis for an Osty attack build, that's it. That has to be it. Look at that health on Osty. I didn't even play Reanimate. Veil Piercer, Invoke, and Drain Power. I really don't want to take almost any cards. I'll take Invoke. God. I don't want to take anything that's not an Osty attack. Lean into it. Let's go. Snap. That's an Osty attack. I'll snap pick it. Find some enemies. Hey, I do have AoE available here, buddy. But also, if you gave me that money, I could go to a shop. I could remove a card. Rattle! Osty hits 7 damage. Hits an additional time for each time Osty is attacked this turn. I mean, I would have also loved to take the high 5, but I'll take that. Thank you. a 8 max HP, and now every time I go to a rest site, I'll heal for 3 times the sets of 5 in my deck, so we get 9 health next time we go to a rest site. Oh my god. All the Aussie attacks are in the same hand, by the way. Sick 'em, snap on bodyguard, and then rattle. Ostie's got 34 health. We fully defend while going fully aggressive. It's beautiful. Parrying shield at the end of the turn with at least 10 block. Deal 6 damage from random enemy. Fetch. An Ostie attack that draws a card. I'm in it. We're in it to win it. I'm gonna upgrade Sikkim like a sicko. Get the Book of the 5 Rings. Even more passive healing. Gotta love that. Let's up the Rattle Ostie damage as well, because that's gonna be pretty much the most important card. Second, fetch, unleash, and then rattle for 9/5 damage. I'm not gonna take so. I know. I feel powerful enough that I can ignore it. Famous last words. I'll use Stable Serum here because that Sikkim really should be saved for the right turn. Oh! Follow the right turn. Double Sikkim. Fetch. Snap to hold, unleash, and then rattle for 62. 10 health on Ostie, and then perfect damage next turn. Captain's Wheel. It's on your third turn, gain 18 block. Hey, that would be really good in that fight. Flatten. I'll take a single copy of that. Becomes 0 cost when Ostie is attacked that turn. I can absolutely give you HP for money. Because then I go to the shop and it gives me HP back. Now the thing here is this deck's defense is attacking. It's gonna be kind of awkward. Snap to keep flatten and then just double defend. Don't even play the flattener. Fetch. Invoke. I'll Gambler's Brew past the 3 strikes that I have no interest in playing there either. Sikkim, flatten, bodyguard. Sadly, when Ostie's attacked, we still get wounds. Oof. Oh, I missed a strike that turn. Snap to retain Invoke? No. Unleash. I'm still playing Invoke this turn. And flatten and unleash. But that's just so they retain next time. Okay. Yeah, defend, strike. Not great turn there, but now I've got both of these retaining and waiting for a Sikkim. Wow. Sikkim, rattle, and fetch. Perfect turn. Sikkim, fetch, flatten. Rattle to get more HP on Ostie, and then unleash that HP. Idle on all ethereal cards, and your exhaust pile get played. Nope. Devour life. Nope. Sacrifice. If Ostie is alive, he dies, and you gain block equal to triple his max HP. I think it's just worth taking that. Enchanted skill with Imbued. I don't think a skill with Imbued on the first turn is that important. I don't think the 4 potions are that important, so I'll get Protector so that I can upgrade that to get a 0 cost Ostie attack that's going out in the same turn with all the others. Sounds like a really good idea. There we go. That's the best defense I can get that turn. Build a big Ostie and then kill that big Ostie. I do have to start attacking this enemy consistently, otherwise they might run away with one of my cards. I'm going to elect not to take a card here, not because I don't want any of these, though that also is true. But because if I take another card, I trigger the Book of the Five Rings, and I would rather lose more health before I trigger that. Bodyguard sacrifice, fully defended. Should have done Rattle to the backline first for 3 more damage. Easy fight. I do want souls in this deck, but does that mean I dirge? Yeah, that means I dirge. It's gotta. And I would love to see a borrowed time as well. Sacrifice gets us 3 HP this turn. I don't think it's that important. If it was 0 cost, then I'd play it after the dirge and everything would be fine, but it's not. So I don't. And nothing's fine. Oh, goddamn, nothing is fine. Tough. Just a bunch of damage I gotta take on those turns, and I've still done nothing to these enemies. Alright. Double second. Fetch. Protector, and then Rattles 45 to you. Bulbug gets staggered. Hey, and it even dies to the parrying shield, so I don't have to put any special effort into removing it. Darky. Protect to flatten, and just enough damage to finish you off. Spur. We definitely get enough Ostie HP to guarantee that Spur will be useful. You know what? No. One of these question marks is gonna be a fight, and I'll just lose my days there. Save this money. Friendship. Now I gotta say, friendship is really good for us. That's some additional consistent energy we can rely on. Bread. First turn, lose 2 energy. Following turns, gain an energy. I mean, as much as I want it, I don't think it helps. I think it gives... that hurts. I want to hold and try and use more value in a shop later. How realistic is that? I'm gonna get a copy of Pass while it's that cheap. And then I'm gonna hold my resources. We might get a question mark shop in the future. I'll do all of the upgrades that result in 0 costs. This upgrade's definitely Protector. Saragama, if you play 3 attacks in a single turn, deal 6 damage for a random enemy. Have the Dirge upgraded for the additional HP. Never mind, our first fight is going to be against an elite. Whatever. Give me a 0 cost and hope it's poke. Oh, right hand. It's a 0 cost Aussie attack. Hey, I'm not sad about it. That said, do I even have a 2? Dirge sometimes I play large enough that it makes that come back to hand. Kind of unlikely though. I can lose 20 health in this fight and then buy or take a card afterwards. Still end up in the positives. Friendship, definitely needed there, and bodyguard. Well, there we go. That was the 20 damage I said I could take. Dirge our way up to a big body. No more big body. It's time to go Sikkim mode. Snap to holds. Defend. And then Protector for 44, as well as an additional strike. Grand. Got Spur to start healing Osti back up as well. Beautiful. Tiny mailbox. Actually, hell yeah. Tiny mailbox is gonna be great here. We rest and gain 2 cards back. Which, you know what? That's actually kind of helpful, because I really don't want to take another copy of Flatten right now. Ugh. Feels like this fight always strips so much health out of me. That's fine, that's fine. Split the damage there. I don't need to take someone out that turn yet. Big Dirge is pretty okay this turn. I could also just pass, but no, just give me Big Dirge. Forgot about the right-hand hand. Sikkim fetch. There we are, ready for Flatten. Kill the backline as well. No, I don't need any of those, so I can save my Book of the Five Rings charge for a while. I will rest here, gaining a power potion, which we'll play at the top of the next combat. I mean, easy enough. I'll take Reperform there, thank you. Not playing Sikkim until I've got a hand full of cards to take advantage. Sick. I get to invoke, setting up a big energy next turn, and then Dirge for 7 souls in the draw pile, as well as 28 temp HP on Osti. Suppose I'll just invoke and then leave the rest of the souls if available. Perfect. Double second, spur, and then protector is enough damage to get the enemy dead, and then I'm also going to use sacrifice so I don't even take any damage. Can I get a body slam somehow, please? Sacrifice, undeath, and reanimate. I feel like undeath could just slide in here as a way to defend myself when everything isn't cohering as much as I'd like. Choose 3 attacks in your deck and chant them with instinct. That on protector is legitimately a win condition. Start of each turn, gain 7 block is nice as well. Rattle, yeah. It's just the rattle, protector, and flatten, and it really helps. Specifically, protector is now going to be doing double our max HP as Osti as damage to all enemies. Do I take a challenge line or not? I'm thinking I take just straight up question marks and then one ending elite, rather than take this challenging left-hand line with 3 elites, 2 rests, especially because it's 2 elites at the very end. I might get here and just have to force a rest and still go into the final fights on low resources. Whereas it feels like if I go into those final fights on reasonable resources, I should win. Especially because there's no Eon Glass there. I'm going to use Cure All, because that turn sucks. Great. Flatten, and then Rattle is enough damage to take that one out. Okay. That was really important. Attacked it for 34. I've got 2 health on Osti. 34 damage to the enemy, by the way. Shroud Haunt, Grave Warden. I see the utility in Grave Warden, but I don't need it. We upgrade 2 other Osti attacks. All enemies are vulnerable at the top of each combat. Can't have Sacrifice Plus or Dirge Plus, I'm sorry. No! You can have Clumsy, thank you. Absolutely, you can take a curse. Right hand, Invoke, and Dirge. Gotta play the right hand again. Oop. Let's snap on Undeath, so now every Undeath copy this deck generates from that copy is going to also have Retain. Oh, hell yeah. Yep. Double Sick him, hit him with Flatten. Snap. The enemy's so dead. You got Protector after that for 150 damage, because Osti's so big. Nope. Thank you for the random relic. Oh, Potion Belt. Lovely. So it's Gremlin Horn. I'll rest here, taking 2 additional potions in my new potion belts. We don't have much time to take advantage of Lava Lamp, unfortunately. I do think a second copy of Sikkim makes sense in this deck, just given the composition of it. But also, like, the thing that makes the absolute most sense is removal, and then anything else that's pseudo-removal. I can't rely on having a shop to spend anything else on, so... Rend, I'm not debuffing the enemies that much. Lava Lamp will mean I see upgraded cards. That's probably relevant enough to spend my money on here, to be honest. Production, especially with Dirge and Pass in the deck, I'll take Lava Lamp and... I was going to take Lava Lamp and Production, but if I can't afford both of those, I'll take Production and something else. Production, Strike Removal, and... I legitimately don't want anything else. I'm taking Vajra. 1 strength for the 2 strikes that I have. Oh, sick! Oh, that's actually so good! You can have Vajra, and you give me Miniature Cannon, which can upgrade Osti's damage. Whereas Vajra can't, because it gives me strength. That's so much better! Especially for Rattle. On death, right hand. Durg! Invoke Soul. Fetch. Dang. That's fine, we've got production, so I can double sick him. And I can rattle. Then I can, sorry. Then I can rattle, right. And then I can protect it for 106. It's so good! It's so good when it works! Sleight of Flesh, Page Storm, Reeve, no need, but I will drop the flex pot for the colorless spot, and come on. Oh, you are. This is an outrage. This is the worst opening hand I've had, and I get it here. Thanks. Sadly, Sikkim registers as a debuff on the enemy, so I have to play it here, but I don't get the benefit I'm really looking for. It's fine, I guess. Ow. It's fine, I'm probably using the tiny mailbox in the next rest anyway, so I'm not too put out here. It's gonna get real scary though if I... Oh boy. I'm gonna have to play the defend and then use Cure All. I still can't get the second for the life of me. Tough stuff. Protector, Latin, Rattle, additional defend, and then... Sadly, we don't have enough shield at the end of that turn to kill the enemy with the parrying shield, which it could have done. Okay, never mind. We got the lethal. Orichalcum. Not a single card there I want to consider. I'll rest and grab a dex pot and a fire pot for myself. Definitely open the suggestion that dex pot this first turn is a good idea. I'll follow up accordingly. I'm gonna have to hit pass. I need a big Sikkim turn. Won't do that. Compelling. I'm now gonna have enough difficulty that I have to use Liquid Memories to now bring back pass to play it for free here. Nice. Now I actually have enough for it to help. Fetch. Right hand. Latin. Yeah, rattle. Oh, gosh, I can't snap anyone. Oh, I wanted to snap, so Dirge. Unfortunately, I'm just going to have to play Dirge for 2 there. Invoke Soul. Right hand Soul. Production flatten. Pass. Wait, no, fetch. And pass. Yeah, I was trying to look to get all the way down to Sikkim again in that turn. Turns out that's not happening. Pass is doing really well, especially when I can get this much extra energy next turn from invokes. Oh! There you go. Unleash does a lot of damage. Sorry, not Unleash. Protector does a lot of damage. I'm fine with that. Defend. 189 damage to you, just straight up. I really wish I was able to play poke on any of these cards and retain them. God, it'd be so nice. Thankfully, we have enough temp HP stored on him that not really much can interfere. Uh, 6, 3. Huh? You got me. I have to use sacrifice. It saves me 1 health that turn. But I was going to lose Osty regardless, so there's no real choice to be made there, unfortunately. Damn, why can I not get damage on the turn the enemy is vulnerable to damage? I'm literally getting them out of phase with the enemies, the turns that we could do anything. That's 15 damage to my body now. Sick him, snap, and then Rattle will finish the fight. GG. Show me the queen. I have to play pass. It's too important of a card. I have to use Colorless Potion to try and get additional help then this turn. That's not going to do the work. All right. Pass. Okay, thank you, production. God, I really needed that. I can use Invoke. And then just drop double defend. I think that's better than waiting on that or trying to gamble on that impatience there. That's not compatible. Oh god. I mean, that's it. That's all I can do. And then I've got to wait for the Orichalcum to defend me. Ah! Oh, that hurts. Snap will set up lethal. From Fire Potion. And then I'll Dirge. Things just haven't gone okay, and as a result, we kind of just have to make do. It's tough. Soul, I'm looking for a big second turn if I can get it. I literally have to have it as well, so I'll just hit that early. Very disappointing outcome. I get 1 card to play after them. I'll add Retain to a Soul so that I can continue my draw. He's doing 45 incoming here, so Invoke, Sacrifice, and then Bodyguard to get a new Osty. I'm not going to be able to utilize Impatience because the attacks keep getting bound. No choice around playing Soul here. Fetch. I think I'm better served playing flat and not looking for a card to play after it just yet. On Death, Rattle. I basically can't defend. I'm going to get rid of the Impatience in hand just so that I can get back to on Death. And there's Impatience again, thanks. I was worried I'd miss you. Yeah, there's no way to get additional draw from Impatience this turn, unfortunately. I'm capable of generating 9 additional block, 9, 9, 18, as well as 12. Puts us on exactly 30 incoming damage from the enemy. I can also spur, which means I am capable of surviving this turn. 3 health. Snap holds flatten, and I'll invoke for additional energy. I might be able to use the sacrifice to be able to stay alive next turn. No. Fetch gets us on death. I'll play those. God damn. Oh, I'm having a lot of dying on the old final boss situations recently. Okay. I do think we went into it with the right resources. I do also think I took the right last line. I think part of what went wrong there is that binding from the Queen. I think maybe like another copy of Snap or something like that might have been really important, because binding from the Queen means that we really need retention to be able to set up consistent hands. And we just did not have access to that. There's definitely a draw of this deck that just beats the Queen pretty much instantly. Like, there were so many fights early on this floor where in turn 1 or 2, we just generated like 400 damage. Close to like 200. But I think a different draw in that fight would have done well. I think, more consistent ability to defend that doesn't rely on Osty attacks. I actually think that would have gone badly. Admittedly, I think if I was less reliant on using Osty's attack to build the temp HP and actually just put a bunch of like Grave Wardens and other defend cards in here, I think it becomes way jankier and it's way less likely to be able to, put together its combo in the same turn. That said, the deck was definitely working best when I was capable of playing pass multiple times a turn, so maybe what we did need was just that additional draw. Very happy to see the miniature cannon at the very end just turn up, ready to help us turn Osty's damage into serious damage potential. And of course, Protector doing double damage of Osty's max HP is always fun as well. For the moment though, my name? It has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire 2 top left. Is the series playlist for all of my content on the game past, present, future. YouTube recommendations are down below. Streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Out of the thank you. And a special thanks this episode to Nick Starfield. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves and hopefully see you all next time.